Welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. Happy Saturday. You know what I mean? I hope you have a good weekend ahead of you. For those of you working, I hope that your work week is, or your work time is smooth. I can't believe it, man. We're already at the end of April. Like, I felt like this month was going slow, and then all of a sudden we were transported to the end of April. It's nuts, man. Yeah, here we are we are fully in the swing of quarter two. We're about to hit May. Big things, man. Big things. I hope. What do you have planned for May? Anything coming up for you guys? I've been looking forward to May for some time now. I got DreamCon coming up, and I can't wait, y'all. Yeah, I cannot wait to go hit some DreamCon. But anyway, I don't know what it is about this week. I'm just not in a question asking mood. I'm definitely in more of a rant kind of mood. All right, I'm getting all these dumb cards. Here we go. I'm in a rant kind of mood, or not necessarily a rant. I'm in a speak my mind, I guess is a more appropriate way to say it. I'm in a speak my mind. Oh damn, you're just not gonna cooperate? What the hell? My brother in Christ. All right, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I'm in a speak my mind kind of mood. So, my random thoughts for today. Do you think you could? Well, I guess it turns into a question. I I I was thinking about it earlier, and I don't think I could genuinely live without music. Like in a world where music existed and I was told that I can't listen to it, me and solely me, I don't know what I would do with myself. And I was thinking about it today just because I was at the gym and my headphones are acting funky and I need to get a new pair. It's about that time. And I was like, man, like I hate raw dog in the gym. And what I mean by that is like I can't imagine being in the gym and my headphones die. Woo! Or like not having my headphones. Those are the two. I'm gonna figure this game out one day. I'm just gonna stack right now just to see like there's maybe a secret that I'm just not seeing. Yeah. I what, Dakota? What were you talking about? Damn, that yellow piece is just not cooperative. There was something I think it's the yellow piece that really screws me. Like that long one in particular, I think it's the one that really fucks me over when it comes to like trying to establish some stuff. Damn, what was I just saying? My last brain cell is really firing right now. Like I'm trying to remember what path I was on. Oh, I hate raw dog in the gym in the sense of like my headphones dying or not having headphones. Like it's not a good time at that point. At that point, the gym is no longer enjoyable and it has become a chore or a task. Like it's something that just needs to be completed so that I can get out of here and get on with the rest of my day. Like that's what the gym turns into. And I don't like that. So like I was doing cardio today and I was literally like, damn, if my headphones die or like if they keep acting funky, damn, whatever. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm just gonna have to leave the gym. Like I wouldn't have. I would have still done my workout. It just would not have been as powerful. Like I need that musical boost. Like listening to the gym music too. Don't get me started. It's so bad. It's so bad. Why is the gym music so bad? They need to do better. They need to add more songs. Keep the volume where it's at, but just get a better playlist. Get someone else to work on it for y'all. Yeah. But anyway, those are my thoughts for today. I'm with Cards Against Humanity. You know, speaking of raw dogging, I was I think I heard someone use that word, and I have been using that word to describe doing things without a normal way of doing it, right? So like for example, raw dogging the gym, right? So it can mean one of two things. It can either mean that I'm in the gym without my headphones, or it means that I didn't take any form of pre-workout before going to the gym, right? Like that means raw dog in the gym. I've I've used it in like other ways, but I definitely have primarily used that for the gym. And just the other day, I heard someone else use it, and I was like, huh? I thought that was like a very small community of people who were using it, like me and my friends. I say it to my friends, and that's it. So I still have to say, like, don't you ever wonder like how words get like spread? Like, how does terminology become popular? Like, I don't know if I heard someone else use the term raw dog and if I even made it up myself, but like, I know I use it a lot. But how do you think some of that stuff happens? Anyway, Cards Against Humanity. What made my first kiss so awkward? What made my first kiss so awkward? Do you remember your first kiss? Do I remember my first kiss? I do. I'm actually not going to tell that story. Not right now. Damn. Yeah. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember I was at a family friend's house and we were watching Saw. So this is back when Saw, whenever the first Saw came out. We were watching Saw and people started falling asleep and we snuck into her bathroom and started to kiss. That's the story. It's as an adult, it sounds so barbaric, but unfortunately, it's just a core memory that stayed there. Anyway, what made my first kiss so awkward? A live studio audience. That would definitely do it. Just so you can see it. Sex with animals. Penis envy. Penis envy is so funny. And I don't know why. I think it's because I've never heard those two words together in a sentence like that. Like I've penis envy. That just sounds like it low-key sounds like a spell you would cast on someone. Like it sounds like a curse that like an old like hunched over witch would cast on the guy because like he was rude to her. She penis envy. He'd be like, what? And then he wouldn't understand it in the moment. But then there would come a time when he is like in the urinal and he's just furious at every guy in there because he's been stricken with penis envy. And I think because of that, I'm going to choose that answer. I was going to do a live studio audience because that would make a first kiss very awkward. But I think penis envy is just really, I talked myself into it. So there we go. What would you guys have picked? Would you have said that a live studio audience made your first kiss awkward? Would it have been sex with animals? Or would it have been penis envy? Put in the comments below. And I know I said it before, but this game is very mature, especially compared to Pick Your Poison. Pick Your Poison was certainly tame. I mean, how many insane... We had literally penis envy and sex with animals in the same draw. It is what it is, man. Anyway, put in the comments while I go get the Wheel of Fun. Let's see what the wheel has for us today. TV. Man, I feel like at this point, it's like, what haven't I been watching? I actually just finished watching the Abbott Elementary finale. That was cute. I started watching Free Run, and I know I should technically save it for anime, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. I started watching Free Run, and I think I'm a little desensitized to like what's going on because so many people have tried to tell me about it and try to convince me to watch it. And now that I am watching it, like I can see how it's a lovely story. I can understand why people adore Free Run, and I'm only 3 episodes in, right? But just the emotional toll that the first 2-3 episodes take on her, it tells you a lot about like what to expect from this story. But I think because I walk into it knowing to expect some stuff, like people were telling me like, just be ready, and I was like, all right. And I think I literally was just ready for it. But I am excited to continue on her journey. What else am I watching? I've been watching more Law and Order. Obviously, there were some crazy episodes I watched like in the last couple of days, like a lot of crazy episodes. What else have I been watching, man? I feel when it comes to TV these days, like I really just been watching a lot more anime. I watched, hold on. because I don't think this should count as anime. It just happens to be an animated show. I was put onto a show called Scavenger's Reign on HBO Max. That show was like if Studio Ghibli took some acid and was like, but what if a planet was dangerous? It was a crazy show. Like, yeah, man. A crew crashes on a planet and crazy shit ensues. There was a four-legged like marshmallow thing that had psychic abilities that was tricking these little creatures into like bringing it food so it could survive, but it ended up running into one of the crewmates, right? And I'm giving heavy spoilers, by the way. Heavy. And this is going to be my talk for TV, because like this show gets real. So it runs into one of the humans that crashed, right? And it was able to work its psychic mind mojo on this human and convince it that it was living different parts of its life, while also convincing it that it was his now assumedly deceased wife, right? So he eventually like starts collecting food for it, blah blah blah. And at one point he kills some creature, and the little marshmallow thing was like it doesn't talk. The little marshmallow thing does not talk, but you can see in its face. He looked up at him like, "Oh, this is what a predator is." Like, every, I know I'm prey. The a lot of these creatures in the forest know I'm prey, so I know they're predators. But this guy, that's a predator. So he put him to use, right? There was another group that was a woman and a robot, and the robot started to become super. It was already sentient, so I wouldn't even know how to describe it. It started to become. It started to feel. That's literally what happened. It ended up being infected or possessed, or I don't know, by like some organic matter on the planet, and it ended up changing like its entire thought and like workings. It was crazy. um oh man, it was like there were flesh and blood creatures, there were robot creatures. Like at one point I was like, oh, this is like Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was like, I don't know what I'm watching. There was another duo that I think this duo had the craziest shit happen to them. Like the guy with the four-legged psychic marshmallow, like he did crazy shit because he was under the influence of something else, right? The robot and the chick, they went through some crazy stuff too, but compared to this guy and this other chick, like they didn't really go through much. Just so you understand, this guy, right, was stabbed by some sentient plant that apparently causes that like fertilizes like your DNA inside of some sack and spits out like this plant version of you that goes out to kill the copy or the original that it was copied from, and then kill everything else around it, right? So it tried to do that, and his arm got infected by it because he wasn't killed by the copy. They then run into some woman, and the woman takes them. This guy and this girl, yeah, the woman takes them, heals the guy, but puts some black bean in his body that basically caused him to want to be one with the planet and cause other things to want to be one with the planet. Yeah, shit did not go well for him. It did not. But this show was crazy, man. I'm saddened to learn that there will not be a second season and that it was canceled, because there's so much that they can do. It was a great show. It was a show that you kind of have to lock in just to make sure you're not missing anything, because there's a lot shown not said, like the scene where old boy gets stabbed, where homie and the marshmallow thing, what was it called? I think it was called a hollow. Homie in the Hollow were going through some stuff. Like, but there's a lot of scenes that you need to watch or you're gonna miss something very pertinent. But it was a good show. Highly recommend. I got a lot of shows that recommended to me that I'm really looking forward to checking out. So yeah, but what shows are you guys watching right now? I have a lot actually. I'm about to lie, I don't have anything I'm watching right now. I'm not watching anything currently because I just finished Scavenger's Reign and I have free run, but there are shows that I have like saved. I haven't used HBO Max in a long time. Last of Us episode 2 was hot. Last of Us episode 2 was hot. Now, I've been playing the game, but I didn't remember, and I don't remember if there was a scene where I was someone in the camp killing a horde of zombies. I don't recall that at all. Like, heavy spoiler coming up if you haven't seen episode 2 yet in 3, 2, 1. I've seen Joel die because that happens relatively early in the game. The show definitely does change the pacing as far as the information as to what leads Abby to killing Joel. Because in the game they kind of drag it to make it seem like they make it known that she's out for revenge, but they don't make it known as for what. The show makes that clear very, very early. I guess they don't want you to hate Abby, but the game tries to make you hate Abby the same. But anyway, yeah, episode 2 is just nuts. That zombie fight, man. Yo, those I low key think I used to think The Walking Dead had the scariest TV zombies, but it's definitely these niggas. These niggas is terrifying, especially with different types of zombies they have. That's what make them terrifying. Like you had that big motherfucker who was just super resistant to flames. You have the clickers. You have all these things, all these variant of zombies that can just fuck you up. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. But anyway, yeah, what TV shows you guys watching? Let me know. If you got anything you think I should watch, let me know. I can't promise I'm going to get to it because my list is already super long on every fucking streaming app. And at this point, I think I probably have almost literally every fucking streaming app. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Happy Saturday again. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, I think next time I see you will be May 4th. So happy early. May the 4th be with you. Until next time, guys, this is King Echo, signing off.